Right now, deep underground in Colorado, there's a clock so accurate that it won't lose a second for 300 million years, and it's not alone. There are 400 of these clocks around the world, all working together to keep a secret system running. A system so precise that if it fails for 1 second, the internet crashes, GPS stops working, and the global financial system collapses. This is the hidden system that governs all time. You check your phone, it says 3:47 p.m., but here's the question, who decided that? Who made sure your phone, my phone, and every computer on Earth agrees on what time it is? The answer isn't simple. It's not just one clock. It's a globally coordinated network of atomic clocks, all voting on what time it is, down to the nanosecond. Let me show you how insane this gets. Time isn't measured by the sun anymore. It's measured by atoms, specifically cesium-133 atoms. An atomic clock counts how many times a cesium atom vibrates, 9,292, 631,770 times per second. That's the definition of 1 second. But here's the trick, no single clock is perfect, so the system uses hundreds of atomic clocks around the world and averages them. This creates coordinated universal time, UTC. Every clock in the system votes. If one clock starts drifting, the others outvote it. The system is self-correcting. And these clocks don't just sit there, they're constantly communicating via satellites. GPS satellites have atomic clocks on board. Every GPS signal includes a timestamp accurate to 100 nanoseconds. Your phone receives signals from multiple satellites, compares their timestamps, and calculates your position. But here's the wild part, the system has to account for relativity. Time moves slower in strong gravitational fields and faster at high speeds. The atomic clocks on GPS satellites are moving 14,000 km/h and are higher in Earth's gravitational field, so time moves slightly faster for them. The system corrects for this using Einstein's equations. If it didn't, GPS would drift 10 kilometers per day. Now, here's where it gets truly insane. The leap second. Earth's rotation is slowing down. Not by much, about 1.7 milliseconds per century, but enough that atomic time and solar time drift apart. So every few years, the system adds a leap second to keep them synchronized. And that 1 second, it breaks the internet. In 2012, a leap second crashed Reddit, Foursquare, and airline reservation systems. Why? Because computers don't expect time to go backward or pause. Most software assumes time is a constantly increasing number. Adding a leap second violates that assumption. The solution? Some systems use leap smearing. They slow down time slightly over 24 hours so the leap second is distributed invisibly. Google does this, Amazon does this, but not every system does, which creates synchronization chaos. There are also hidden timing networks for finance. Stock exchanges use timestamps accurate to microseconds. High-frequency trading algorithms execute trades in nanoseconds. If your clock is even slightly off, you lose millions. So exchanges have dedicated atomic clock systems that are separate from public UTC. Here's the real power of this system. It's invisible, but critical. Every time you use GPS, stream a video, or make an online purchase, you're relying on this network of atomic clocks. The internet itself requires synchronized time. Routers, servers, and databases all need to agree on what now is, or data gets corrupted. And it's not just digital. Power grids use synchronized time to balance load. Telecommunications networks use it to route calls. Even scientific experiments, like the Large Hadron Collider, require nanosecond precision. But here's the vulnerability. The system relies on GPS, and GPS can be jammed or spoofed. If someone disrupts GPS signals, clocks drift, systems desynchronize, and infrastructure fails. So what's the lesson? Time isn't natural anymore, it's engineered. It's a global consensus maintained by hundreds of atomic clocks, corrected for relativity, and transmitted via satellites. And the more precise time becomes, the more fragile our dependence on it. Next time you check the time, remember, you're not looking at a clock. You're looking at the output of a global system so precise that it makes the second predictable for the next 300 million years. That's not magic. That's the hidden architecture of the modern world.